Hello, welcome back to The Scaping Architect. Today I want to show you two brand new tissue culture plants that have just hit the Australian market. If you're a long viewer of the channel, you may well know that AquaPlant Culture is a massive supporter of this channel. They are the biggest aquatic plant nursery in Australia, and they do stem plants, carpeting plants, epiphyte plants, tissue culture plants, you name it. So huge shout out to AquaPlant Culture. They're going to be sponsoring the video today, and they've sent through two tissue culture plants, Anubias Nano White and Bucephalandra Brownie Ghost. Why is it such a big deal for me? Personally, two things. I love tissue culture plants because they come straight out the lab. That means there's no snails and there's no algae, so it's completely clean. And the second reason is you get a lot of quantity in a little cup. Particularly for these two species, it's pretty rare in Australia. You can't just walk into any aquarium shop and say, hey, I want some Anubias Nano Whites or some Bucephalandra Brownie Ghost. Chances are you're not going to find them. Even if you do, you're going to be paying with a kidney or two just for a couple of leaves. So it's a big deal because now that AquaPlant Culture have brought out these tissue cultures commercially, it will be much more accessible to the aquascaping community. So the plan is we're going to open up these boxes. I'm going to show you how many you're going to get in a cup, and then we're going to add them to some of our existing escapes. Let's wait no longer, and let's get straight to it. Alright, so first up is Anubias Nano White. Quite impressed with how many leaves there are and also how white those leaves are. Similar thing here with the Bucephalandra Brownie Ghost. A ton of leaves, and on the leaves you can already see the little speckles. As mentioned before, in a single cup of tissue culture, in my case I got 12 clumps of Bucephalandra. And for the Anubias Nano White, I got about 12 clumps as well. Some of them you could break up to even smaller clumps, but I was pretty happy with the sizes I was getting already. The first scape that I want to add the Anubias and Bucephalandra to is this new Misty pond waterfall scape. I had a mist maker lying around and I wanted to try something a bit different, something a bit special. So this is one of a hybrid. It's a waterfall that is embedded within a pond style aquascape. I'm just placing them above the waterline as a transition between the submerged section and the immersed section. I particularly like the addition of the white Anubias in these areas. It kind of reminds me of little white flowers in and around the pond. And also when the mist is coming down, it will provide plenty of moisture to all these plants. Next up is to add some of these into my Nano Scape. This is a scape that's been running for a couple of months, and I think it could do with some detail within the rocks here. Now I'm actually quite interested to see if the white pigmentation will still remain even if it's in some shadowy areas. But yeah, only time will tell. So I had a couple of clumps left over, and on Instagram I've seen a couple of these scapes where it's a pure Iwagumi with just sand and lava rock, and I thought it might be really cool to give it a try. I think you agree that the black lava rock and the white Anubias really contrast each other, and they really complement each other really well. If you would like to get your hands on these guys, I will leave links down in the description below. For wholesalers, head over to AquaPlant Culture, and for retail, jump over to Glassbox Nature, and you'll be able to get 10% off with my dedicated coupon code. Link down in the description. So yeah, definitely very happy with the overall look. Very excited to see this one grow and mature. Alright, and that's going to be a wrap for today's video. Big thanks to AquaPlant Culture for sending these through to me, and I'll see you in the next one.